It's all about humanity. It's all about It's all about humanity. It's all about
Fantastic evening, everyone. Is my audio and video clear? Can you all hear me and can you all see me? Let me quickly know from you all in the comment box. Yes. Fantastic. Thank you very much for the quick confirmation. And I see a lot of you are super excited, and I'm also super excited to share some of the most important things so that you could build a fantastic channel and grow as well. So before starting, I want to thank you all for being here in this wonderful session and giving time for this, because I'm sure you might have taken your valuable time that you would have been investing in with family or work or whatever it could be. So again, thank you very much for being here in this session. So before starting, I want to quickly know from you all from which state, city or country have you joined from. So can you please comment which state, city, or if you are from anywhere else other than India. Odisha, Visakhapatnam, Pondicherry, MP, Indore, Lucknow, Uttarakhand, Delhi, Mumbai, Punjab, UP, Araku, West Bengal, Kolkata, West Bengal, AP, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Rajasthan, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu, we have Odisha, Lonavala, Karnataka, Chennai, Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra, Chennai, Karwar, Tripura, Hyderabad, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, AP, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Bangalore, Indore, Andhra Pradesh, Madurai. Fantastic. Great to have you all. Udupi, Karnataka, Mumbai. Fantastic. We have people from across India. So again, welcome to this wonderful session. Just to make sure, Sorry if I missed any of your place. Okay. And for people who don't know me, I am from Karnataka, Bangalore. So I'll give a bit more introduction about me in the later part. So before starting, couple of ground rules so that we are going to have a fantastic session. Okay. So I put my phone on aeroplane mode so that it does not disturb me. If you think that you are not going to get any emergency call, please do put your phone also on silent mode so that you can pay a lot more attention to the session. How many of you are okay with this? How many of you are okay with this to put your phone on silent mode? Yes? Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much for the quick confirmation. Fantastic, fantastic. And one more thing. I'm sure you might be having some of the questions which are related to YouTube. The entire session has been planned in such a way that most of your questions will be answered during the session itself. So the topic is planned in that way. If any of your question is not answered, then certainly you can ask that at the end. I'm going to have at least around 5 to 10 minutes to answer your questions. So is that okay for you to ask the questions at the end so that we go in a proper flow? Yes? Let me know if that is okay with everyone. Yes. Fantastic, fantastic. And the next one, grab a notepad and pen so that you can make some of the most important pointers what I'll be sharing, which is going to help throughout your YouTube journey. Probably I'll give you around 5 to 10 seconds for you to grab a notepad and pen if you don't have it right now. Yes? Ready with notepad? Fantastic, fantastic. The last one, just to make sure that the comments are not going to disturb everyone, I'm going to mark it as private. That means it's going to come only to me. Is that okay with everyone? So that you don't get disturbed by the comments that would be coming in. Yes? Yes, okay, fantastic. So let me just mark all the comments to come only to the panelists. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Awesome. So with that, let me just quickly bring in the presentation so that you'll know a little bit about me. Let me just bring in that. Fantastic. So can you all see the presentation? Yes? Let me know if you can see the presentation. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Let me also enable the chat so that I can see. Yes, fantastic. Thank you. So some of you may be knowing about me and some of you may not be knowing about me. I'm the content creator of channel A2C Arts and Crafts, which has more than 9,50,000 plus subscribers, and it has been getting crores of views. That's the beauty of the channel. And also I'm the author of the book YouTube Earn Money Out of Your Passion, which is available worldwide. So that's a book that is there. And also I conduct workshops. Earlier before COVID, we used to have it like a one-day workshop. And the beauty of the workshop is even kids who have been aged between 12 to 15 have been part of the workshop and they have built amazing channels. Not only that, people who are aged more than 50 also have been part of the workshop and they have been building fantastic channels. So that's the beauty of it. And to stay fit, I participate in running. So how many of you are runners in this group? I see quite a lot of you are runners. Fantastic. I think more than 20% of the people in this group are runners. Fantastic. That's one of the best way to stay fit as well. Of course, some of you may be doing something else for staying fit, but again, fantastic. So I'm a father of a lovely daughter. She's going to turn 5 years in a month, and I have 12 plus years of corporate experience. So how many of you in this group have more than 10 years of job experience? I see some of them are athletes, cyclists. Fantastic. So I see again more than 15% of the people in this crowd are having more than 10 years of experience. So fantastic. In my previous designation, I worked as a manager and I used to get paid 24 lakhs a year, traveled multiple countries, and then I quit my job, high paying job, which was 24 lakhs a year. Is 24 lakhs a year decent salary? Yes? I see a lot of you saying yes. That's the job which I quit because I was a lot more passionate towards YouTube. So I've been a full-time YouTuber and a coach from almost more than a year right now. So that's about me. And I'm a continuous learner. I focus on the digital platform and I am more passionate about learning about the digital world. And last one, I'm a dreamer and I have a lot of dreams and I make sure to achieve them. So that's a little bit about me. With that, let's get started. Yes, I see some of them are I have one of the guy who was just 13-year-old. So fantastic. Welcome to this wonderful session. Fantastic. So, since we are going to discuss about YouTube, which is an online platform, why do you think online is really important right now? Just comment, okay? Why do you think online is really important? Or what are some of the reasons why we should consider online right now? What are, according to you, some of the most important reasons why online right now? So easily accessible, powerful medium to deliver. Yes, fantastic. That's right. Physical interaction is not required, yes, or it's reduced. Reaching broader audience, wide reach, lockdown effect, yes, because it's the only source right now. Okay, everything is online, nothing physical nowadays. No pressure, yes, that's right. We can show your talent anywhere here. We can go within a second. Fantastic. More ways for earning. Fantastic. It's need of today. Fantastic. What you all said is absolutely right. Somebody just said jolly life. Yes, that's perfectly right. Freedom of speech. Yes. What you said is absolutely right. Let's consider one single reason why online is so powerful. Okay. So let's see this. Let's see the time taken to earn $1 billion. So Ratan Tata, Henry Ford, Bill Gates, Dhirubhai Ambani, they all built massive business with huge investment and with massive number of people, and they took more than 5 to 10 years to earn their first $1 billion. More than 5 to 10 years. However, Mark Zuckerberg and Michael Dell, I think they probably took around 5 years to earn their first $1 billion, right? And if you see, Brian Acton and John Como, founders of WhatsApp, earned 19.3 billion in less than 5 years. How many of you use WhatsApp here? Yes, I see most of us would be using, right? Correct. That's the beauty of it. So that's the power of technology. And here is something more amazing, I would say. Kelly Jenner becomes the youngest self-made billionaire at the age of 21. I think me, probably at the age of 21, I was just about to get out of the college. Now somebody is becoming a self-made billionaire at the age of 21. Not only that, our own Indian, Ritesh Agarwal becomes the second fastest self-made billionaire at the age of 24. The founder of Oyo Rooms. How many of you know Ritesh Agarwal? Yes? Fantastic, fantastic. That's the beauty. It's all because of the reasons what you mentioned. It's technology advancement and massive internet users. So if you see, the time taken to earn $1 billion has been reducing drastically. Correct? That's the beauty of it. And I'm sure you might be knowing a lot more millionaires who have been able to achieve in the shortest time. That's the beauty of it. Now, since we understood why online, let's see why videos. If I ask you a question, what is the type of content that you see the most in social media platform? So let's take for an example of Facebook. What do you see the most? Do you see text, images, or videos? What do you see the most? Yes, memes, videos, cinemas, memes, videos, posts, and most of you are saying videos, and videos. That's how videos have become important right now. There was a survey that was conducted by Vidyard. In that they asked, how important is video content becoming? And here is something. People said, 83% of the people said most important. 83% of the people said most important. And there was one more survey that was conducted by Cisco, in which they analyzed the mobile internet data usage. Correct? And if you see, as per 2020, 41 exabytes per month of data is going to be consumed on cell phone. But if you see for 2021 and 2022, there will be at least 30% more growth. That's how there is going to be a lot more videos that is going to come, because videos are going to consume the highest amount of data. Correct? So one small thing I want to say for somebody who's keeping on posting too many comments, Ritesh, if you just start sending multiple messages, you will be removed from the session. Sorry to say that. We don't want something to annoy in the session. I hope you understand. That's the reason I said the questions will be answered at the end. Okay? So please make sure you don't comment the same thing again and again. It will be disturbing the entire session. Yes, I hope it makes sense for everyone. Okay? Sorry for that. So here is something. Videos is now a requirement. Earlier they used to say that if you create video, it was recommended. Now it's a requirement. How many of you agree videos are now a requirement? Yes or no? Fantastic, fantastic, correct? So that's how videos have been becoming important right now. That means if you are a person who is creating videos right now, then fantastic. If you are not creating, it's a time for you to create videos, because either it could be individuals, or it could be a business, or even a small retail shop. Everyone needs to be on this. That's the beauty of it. Now, since we already discussed why online, why videos, let's understand why YouTube. There are so many platforms that are available outside where you can actually make money. So what is so great about YouTube? How many of you want to know why YouTube? Why YouTube? Okay, I see a lot of you want to know that. So fantastic. So let's bring this, okay? So YouTube was started back in 2005 by 3 former PayPal employees. And in 2006, Google bought the site for $1.65 billion, because Google knew the potential of YouTube, correct? And right now, YouTube has more than 2 billion users. Okay, so YouTube has more than 2 billion users. So that's how is that going to help us? Now, say for example, okay, you started creating quality content and you are able to attract small portion of audience. Even if you are able to attract 0.001% of 2 billion, you still make it massive. That's the potential of having 2 billion users, right? And it's available in 100 countries and in 80 languages. A very simple question. How many of you want to be really famous? How many of you want to be really famous? I see a lot of you want to be famous. So, while whenever I used to go and watch movies, okay, probably a couple of years back, the moment I used to see a hero in the fantastic action, okay, so I used to feel that, okay, even I should be acting in the movies. That's what I used to feel. And I'm sure many of you also would have thought the same thing, that you also wanted to act in movies, either you want to be a hero or a heroine. Yes? Correct. So I see a lot of you saying that, yes, why? Because we also want to be famous. Now, here is something. For you to be really famous, you really don't need to go and act in movies right now. By you adding value in the digital platform, certainly you'll be famous. Right now, I could say that my channel A to C Arts and Craft has visibility in more than 50 countries. That means there are so many people in different countries who also know about A to C Arts and Crafts. That's the beauty of it. The moment you start creating content, you will be able to reach so many countries. That's the beauty of it. Now, okay, so that's the beauty of having in multiple countries. So, what about 80 languages? When I started my YouTube journey 5 years back, so this is the question that I used to have. Should I create my videos in Hindi, English, or in regional language? How many of you have this question? How many of you have this question? Hindi, English, or regional language? Okay, fantastic, fantastic. If you have the question, just comment me. Okay, yeah, me. Fantastic, fantastic. So 5 years back, Hindi and English were the highest consumed language in India. So I said, okay, let me start creating channel in English. So that's how I started my channel in English. But based on 2018 and 2019 statistics, again I'm saying, based on 2018 and 2019 statistics, regional languages have been growing fantastically. There have been many regional languages which have been getting millions of subscribers. That means you can certainly create content in the language that you're most comfortable with. And you can still have fantastic subscribers, earnings, and views as well. Is that great? You creating content in the language that you're most comfortable with. Yes or no? Yes? Fantastic, fantastic. That's the beauty of it. You can certainly create content in the language that you're most comfortable with. Here is the beauty, okay? The highest earning YouTube star as per Forbes article 2018 and 2019 is just a 9-year-old boy. His name is Ryan. His channel is Ryan's World, earning $26 million per year. Just to convert it to Indian rupees, it's more than 160 crores per year. More than 160 crores. Is it massive? If you think it's massive, just comment massive. Do you think it's massive? Yes. Massive, right? There are not too many CEOs who would also be earning that kind of money. And some of you may be having this question, okay? Okay, maybe he's the highest earning YouTube star. Not everyone would be earning that kind of money, right? There are so many people earning more than 1 crore every single year. That's how YouTube rewards its content creators who are passionate about creating content. That's the beauty of it. Yes, massive, 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 fantastic. And here is something. I'm sure you have your own favorite YouTubers, okay? So I'm just giving as an example so that you could relate to it. So these are some of the very well-known YouTubers who have fantastic influence. At the same time, they have been earning fantastic money as well. Technical Guruji, Amit Banan, Karim Minati, BBK Wines, Ashish Chanchanani Wines, Nisha Madhulika, Kannada Tech for You, M4 Tech, Mike Set, Village Food Factory, Telugu Real Facts, Grandpa Kitchen, IT creators, and many. If you see the first and the second line are Hindi, then it's all regional languages, the Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, correct? Now, each and every channel in this list have more than million plus subscribers. More than million subscribers, correct? So how many of you know more than 4 channels in this? Or know more than 4 people from 4 YouTubers in this group? I see more than 40% of the people saying they know. What does this indicate? This indicates that these YouTubers are really famous as well. As I said earlier, if you really want to be famous, The only thing that you got to do is share your knowledge to the entire world. By you sharing your knowledge to the entire world, you will certainly be famous, known by a lot of people, and at the same time, you also get an opportunity to earn a lot more as well. That's the beauty of it. And here is something very special, I would say. I'm sure you all have seen cricketers, film actors coming in TV ads, right? Yes, you all have seen them coming in TV ads. Now, how many of you seen YouTubers also coming on TV ads, TV commercials? How many of you seen YouTubers coming on TV commercials? Now that is also changing. Why? Because YouTubers have such a high influencing power. The big advertisers are even willing to give the advertisings to YouTubers. Correct? That's the beauty of it. Not only that, some of the movie promos or early discussion also happens with the YouTubers in their channel, so that it reaches a lot of audience and certainly movie becomes a hit. How many of you seen those kind of promos which would happen with YouTubers? Yes. Yeah, I see a lot of you know that, correct? That's a potential what YouTubers have. So earlier, some people used to say that, oh, okay, he is in YouTube. Now, being part of YouTube and having good subscribers, it's a, what do I say? It's a great reward in itself, and people really appreciate for that as well. Yes, that's the beauty of it. Now, here is something. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the entire world, just after Google. Why? Why? Because you can find each and every content what you're searching on YouTube. Correct? Wait, how to prepare recipes or how to fix any problems, you'll certainly find each and everything there. And next one. So this is a very important one. Okay, you got to understand. The number of channels earning more than $1 lakh per year has been increasing 40% year on year. Now, what does that mean is the number of channels earning more than 72 lakhs per year has been increasing 40% year on year. Now, why would it happen? Why would it happen? It happens only because YouTube rewards its content creators in that way. Or else, there won't be people like me who would be quitting their job and doing or taking just YouTube as a passion. Why? Because we get paid with respect to finance and everything. That's the beauty of it. That's why there are so many people, passionate people about whatever they are doing. They have quit their job and they are full-time YouTubers. That's the beauty of it. So how many of you are loving the content what I'm sharing? Is it interesting? Is it good to know before we actually jump into the main topic? Yes? Fantastic. Learning. Awesome. Fantastic. Great. So let's continue. So let's understand how does YouTube work. Okay, because you got to really understand why YouTube really pays money to YouTubers. And I'm going to share one of the most important thing as well in this one. Okay, so first let's take for an example of an advertiser. Okay, in this case, let me take for an example of Maruti Suzuki. So Maruti Suzuki has many car models which they want to sell. Correct. Now for them to sell, they need potential buyers. So where they can find potential buyers, they can certainly find on YouTube, because YouTube has more than 2 billion users. So what in this case advertiser does is, advertisers create something called as Google Ads, for which they pay money to YouTube. Okay, and YouTube has a lot of audience because of YouTubers. You could also call them as YouTube content creators or YouTube partners. Correct? These are the people who create videos and upload on YouTube. Okay, so what YouTube does is, YouTube shares a portion of revenue with the YouTubers through a program called as Google AdSense. So again, let me just explain again. So the advertiser pays money to YouTube. YouTube pays money to YouTubers through a program called as Google AdSense. Okay, so that's where we get money from Google AdSense to our bank account. So why do they pay? Because it's YouTubers who bring in audience to the platform. Now, if I ask you a question, what percentage do you think YouTube would be paying to YouTubers? Do they pay 1%, 5%, 10%, 50%, 60%, 3%, 2%? How much do you think YouTube would be paying to YouTubers? Let me just know. 1 to 2%, 45%, 4%, 50%, 2%, 100%, no idea, 70%, 5%, 55%, no idea, sir, no problem. 60%, 55, 72%, no idea. Okay, fantastic. 0.5%, fantastic. So let's actually bring in the right answer. I see a couple of them actually said that as well. So here is something. YouTube pays 55% of total revenue to content creators. It's 55%. Wow. How many of you think it's wow? Where they are sharing more than more than what they are taking. Correct? That's the beauty of it. That's one of the main reason why there are people who are putting so much of effort in creating the content. Why? Because YouTube rewards in that way. Some of my friends used to say that, okay, YouTube really pays less is what they used to say, because they didn't know 55% is massive. How many of you in this group have multiple source of income? Or any of you who are part of affiliate program or something? If you're part of affiliate program, Amazon affiliate program, you might be earning anywhere between 1% to 12%. If you're part of any other affiliate programs, you could be earning anywhere between 5% to 30% on an average. 55% is massive. That's the beauty of it. Yes? So let's continue. So who can be YouTube partner? How many of you have this question? Who can be YouTube partner? Who can be YouTube partner? Okay, I see a lot of you have this. So let's bring this. Anyone with the passion to do something irrespective of age, gender, and qualification, they can be YouTubers. All it requires is passion, talent, or a skill, and certainly everyone has that. And however, if he or she is less than 18 years, then AdSense account must be created by parents or guardians. Why? Because AdSense account involves money transaction. So that's where it has to be created by somebody who is more than 18 years. And the last one, you can do along with the things whatever you have been doing right now. Some of you in this, or most of you in this, might be working in a so-called 9 to 5 job. How many of you believe it's so-called 9 to 5 job? Because it's never 9 to 5 job. While I was working, I used to start from home at 7:30 a.m. and I used to reach back at 8:30 p.m. Correct? That's how it is. Or you might be a passionate homemaker who is fantastic at cooking or craft or whatever. Certainly, you can also do it. Certainly, everyone can do it along with the things whatever we have been doing. So that's how I started 5 years back. The only thing that I used to do is dedicate 6 to 8 hours per week on building a fantastic channel, so that I could have a lot of audience which could also help me financially. I started as a part-time and then I became full-time. So how many of you can invest 6 to 8 hours per week to build something powerful, something very powerful? And with that, you can actually lead the life that you dream of, or certainly you can help so many people as well. Yes, fantastic, fantastic. So that's what is required. And if you can't invest 6 to 8 hours per week, then this is not for you. This is not for you, because it requires anyone to build something where we have to invest the time. Okay, so fantastic. Now let's continue. Talent. Every one of us are born with a unique talent. Some of you in this group may be good at playing guitar or musical instruments, maybe drum or flute or whatever it could be. Or some of you may have some specialized knowledge. When I say specialized knowledge, you might be really good at maybe some of the coding languages. Or you might be a person who is helping students clear their entrance exam. Or you might be a person who is really fantastic at cooking or craft. Or you might be really good at how to keep things well at home. Or you might be knowing how to deal with kids in the best way. You want to be an author, coach, or a trainer who's helping on maybe personality development skills or communication skills or whatever it could be. Certainly, you can share everything. Me, sir, I'm a programmer. Fantastic, fantastic. Or you might be an artist who is good at painting, pencil drawing. Correct? Or you might be a person who is really good at taking care of your health. You might be knowing the right way of doing pranayama. You might be knowing the right way of doing yogasana. Or you might be knowing the right way of doing workout at home. Certainly, you can share that. Correct? Or you might be a teacher who is helping students on math, science, whatever subjects it could be. And certainly you can help a lot more people by coming on the digital platform. Yes? Yes, certainly you can also share comedy videos. Storyteller, yes. Computer trailer, yes. So let me do a small activity, okay? I'm sure some of you may be having a question, okay? I have a talent, but I don't know whether there are audience for it or not. How many of you have this question? How many of you have this question? Okay, fantastic. So let me just pick 2 examples, okay? Just comment your talent and I'm going to show how to identify whether there are audience for it or not. Okay, I see maths teacher. I'll take as one example. Okay, so let me just quickly get one more thing. Fitness, okay? So the first one is maths and second is fitness. They both are totally different lines. So that would give an example for you to understand how you can see the audience for your content, okay? Maths and fitness. So let me just quickly take you to the YouTube screen. Let me know if you can see the YouTube screen then. So can you all see my YouTube screen? Yes or no? Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So you could see as on today, my channel has 9.51 lakh subscribers and 328 videos have been uploaded so far. Okay, fantastic. So first let's take maths. Learn maths easily. Okay, let's search for this. So again, I've just taken two examples, but certainly that is going to give you an idea to find how the audience are there for it. So just scroll down. Okay. So you could see how to score good marks in maths. 1 year 4.8 lakh views. Correct. So 5 simple maths tricks. 5 months 3.3 lakh views. 160 max को easy कैसे बनाए? Okay. So 1 year 2.6 lakh views. 3 years 31 lakh views. 1 year 2.7 lakh views. 2 years 40 lakh views. Correct. So these are some of the number of audience what you are seeing. That means certainly there is a lot of scope for creating content on education as well. Okay. Now let me get how to do workout, how to do workout at home. Okay. So let's see for this. So if you see this, 2 years 57 lakh views. Okay. 4 months 35 lakh views. 2 years 2.1 crore views. 1 year 2 crore views. 1 year 74 lakh views. So the reason why I took this examples is because if you saw maths, okay, it had in probably maybe 2 lakhs or 3 lakh views like that. Correct? But if you see fitness, it has in millions. That means 10 million or 10 lakh or 20 lakh or crore. There is a difference. Why? Because fitness is like a more of a generic content. Maths is a specialized niche. So in that case, when it is a specialized niche, you might not have so much of audience, but certainly you can create content and you have fantastic loyal audience as well. Correct? That's the beauty of it. That means you can create content in any topic. If you see that there are less audience, then don't worry. That's a fantastic. That means you're in a specialized niche and you have a lot more opportunities. Correct? That's the beauty of it. So maybe later you can start a tutorial, correct, while you're building your YouTube channel. So that's the beauty. You can start each and everything. Yes? Does it help you? Yes or no? Let me know and we'll just move back to the presentation. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Every one of you are awesome in this. I like the speed of response. Thank you, thank you. So what skills are needed? Certainly for us to build anything, we need skills. Okay, so let's understand the two most important skills that are needed. First one, we should have decent skills in shooting a video. I'm not saying expert skills unless you're a photographer or a videographer. Okay, if not, the only thing that is required for you to do is create a video so that others can understand. And I'm sure every one of you in this would have created videos while you're with your friends on outing or whatever it could be. That's the only thing that you need to do. Make sure there is decent lighting and a decent background. If you have that, then that's fantastic for you to start creating content. Yes? Has everyone taken at least couple of videos? Yes? Whatever it could be, with friends or family or whatever. Yes, fantastic. And the second most important skills. See, once we create the videos, we also need to make it look professional, okay? So that it has some good effect or music and things like that. So for that, what we can do is we can edit the video. And for editing, you need a little bit skills with the laptop so that you can make the raw videos into better videos, okay? So for that, you should have decent skills with the laptop. So how many of you have decent skills with operating a laptop? Yes? Fantastic. And how many of you are willing to learn editing? And let me tell you, 5 years back, the editing softwares were complicated and it used to take a lot of time for learning. Nowadays, the editing softwares have been made so simple and easy that you can learn editing in a day. You can learn editing in a day. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So fantastic. And any of you who don't have a laptop? Any of you who don't have a laptop? Okay, fantastic. No problem. If you don't have a laptop, certainly you can edit the videos in cell phone. There are many editing softwares available on cell phone as well, using which you can create professional videos. And again, I'm telling you, all you need to invest is one day to learn how to create professional videos. That's what is required. Yes, screen recorder is also available on laptop. Fantastic. That's something that I would say. Now, before moving on to the next one, let me answer one more most important question that many of them have asked. Okay. So, when you create a channel, I'm sure some of you in this, okay, would be having multiple talents. So how many of you have this question? Okay, so I'm really good at maybe craft and cooking, or I'm really good at maths and science. Can we share the same content in one channel? How many of you have this question? Can we have two different topics in the same channel? Okay, I see a lot of you have this question. Okay, two different topics in one channel. Say for example, cooking and craft in one channel. Okay, I see a lot of you have this question. So here is something. One channel, one niche. Okay, So when you're if you are even if you're great at two different things, make sure you create two separate channels, and you can create and verify three channels in a year. So don't worry about that. Create separate channels for each of your expertise or for each of your talent. So in that way, you are going to have better audience and you are going to get better views. Okay, so fantastic. Let's continue. So, three secrets to build a fantastic channel based on my 5 years of experience. How many of you are super excited to learn this? Three secrets to build a fantastic channel. Yes, this is going to help you to get better views, subscribers, and also earnings. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so the first one, the most important one, audience engagement. So, what is audience engagement? So, how many of you know what is audience engagement? Okay, fantastic. So let's say this, okay? Say for example, we all planned to go for a DJ party, okay? So we identified a fantastic resort and we know that the DJ is just amazing there. So we all go for a DJ party. The moment we go to DJ party, the DJ is playing some amazing music, okay? It's fantastic, it's loud, the ambience is great, the beats are fantastic. What do? We all start dancing, right? Yes or no? We all start dancing? Correct? We all start dancing. Why? Because the environment is like that, which is filled with high energy. Now, say for example, okay, after an hour, now DJ starts playing some melody music, and it is not really going well with the environment. Okay, maybe the DJ is thinking that okay, he's playing some fantastic music which he is loving, but not the audience and not that crowd. Do you still dance if the music is not great for that event? Do you still dance? Let me know. Yes or no? Do you still dance if the music is not great? No, we don't. Why? Because, as I said, maybe DJ thinks he is playing the best music, but it's not suiting the audience that are there. In the same way, when you create the content, you got to make sure that you are able to hold the audience for a maximum duration. So you got to understand what your audience are going to love it. So how do we do that? How many of you have this question? How do we do that? I see Mamta says, no problem, we will sleep. Correct. Why? Because it's not connecting. So here is something. Before creating any video on any topic, make sure you watch at least 2 to 3 videos which have got fantastic views on that. And while watching, see how they have created the content. Is there something better you can do? Can you make it more simplified? Can you make it more creative? Can you do it in the shortest time? Once you start analyzing that and you start creating the content, you would have produced a better content than others. That is going to help you have audience stick to your content for the maximum duration. That's the first most important thing. Now, the second most important thing within audience engagement is if you are able to engage your audience to comment on them. Okay. Now, if I could ask you, so in this session, okay, I see every one of you are commenting. Yes, that's how you are actually keeping active as well. In the same way, you should also be able to make sure your audience are going to comment on your videos. So how do we do that? So here is something that I usually do. Okay. So in between, you can ask the question. Okay. What is the next video that you are looking from me? Or you can also ask, okay, what do you feel about this content? Is there a better way of doing? When you ask the right question for that particular topic, your audience are going to comment. Once your audience start commenting, that's when you will actually start seeing a lot more results. Okay, so this is one of the most important thing for you to get better views. That's the first one. Yes, and let's move on to the next one. Presenting. So, has everyone in this group given gifts to your loved ones? Yes or no? If yes, just comment yes. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Now here is something. When you thought of giving a gift, okay, you would have first thought, okay, this is a shop that I need to go. And you go to the shop, you pick up the best gift that is there. After picking up the best gift, you go to the shop boy who is there and you identify the best wrapper that is there and you say, please gift wrap it in the best way. And for some reason, if he uses a box which is not so great, what do you say? Please put a better box. Why do you do that? And after doing everything, you choose a best label that is there for that. After doing everything, for people like me, who have one of the most pathetic handwriting, where after writing, I can't only read after 2-3 days. Any of you who have a pathetic handwriting like me, maybe I think I should have been a doctor by the way I write, okay? I see a lot of you, right? So what do? We put extra effort to write neatly. Why do we do that? Because why do we really do that? Let me know, why do you really do that? Because when the person actually opens the gift, they're going to see the same thing what is inside. Why don't we just directly give it? Why should we put so much of effort in packaging and everything? To attract. Fantastic, fantastic. So Sanchita is asking a question. Okay, you're saying before viewers. So Sanchita, I'm saying during the video you can ask your viewers what they are actually looking as the next video. In that way, you are able to engage the audience. So to make it more presentable for attraction, fantastic, 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 uh, fantastic. What else? What else? What else? You're all able to see me, right? Better presentation, fantastic, fantastic. I see some of them have the network issues. Okay, better presentation. Okay, make it more presentable, fantastic. For appealing, value addition, fantastic. Create interest, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. What you all said is absolutely right. Absolutely right. So here is something that I want to show. So I have 3 packages in my hand. If I ask you to choose one among this, which one do you choose? I have 3 packages in my hand. If I ask you to choose one among them, which one do you choose? Red, blue, or white? Which one do you choose? Red, 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 white, red, 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 white, blue, red, 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 red or blue, red, red, red. Okay, fantastic. So I see most of you selected red, and then I think probably is white and blue. I do respect your color choice because even I have my own color choice. But here is something. Though majority of you selected red, do you know what is inside? How many of you know what is inside? Or how many of you can guess what is inside? Okay, no, I don't know. Fantastic. All the 3 packages have the same dairy milk chocolate. All the 3 have the same dairy milk chocolate. What does that mean is, when you are about to create a video for YouTube, there is already so many people who have created video on the same topic. Example, if you're planning to create a South Indian recipe, say for example idli, there is already 100 people who have created a recipe on idli. If you are planning to create a video on how to solve maths problem, there are already people who have created the video on that. What makes the difference is how are you presenting? And in YouTube terminology, that is nothing but creating a fantastic thumbnail. So let me tell you again, you might have the fantastic content. If your thumbnail is not great, you are not going to get the views. You always need to create a fantastic thumbnail to get the first impression, and only then people are going to click on your video and watch. Yes? Yes or no? Correct? So make sure, you might be investing maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for creating a video. Invest time in creating a thumbnail, because that's what matters the most the moment you upload the video. Okay, so fantastic. So how many of you are loving the session? If you are loving, just comment below loving. Okay, while we move to the next one, which is again the most important one. So again, a small question for you all. Say for example, okay, we all started going to gym. How long do you think it would take for somebody to realize that you have been going to gym without you telling them? How many months? You started going to gym. How long do you think it would require for somebody to notice that you have been going to gym without you telling them? 3 months, 6 months, 6 months, at least 6 months, 1 month, 2 months. Fantastic, fantastic. So on an average, at least 3 to 6 months. Say for example, okay, not as an example, say for real. So 2 years back, I started going to gym. Super excited on the first day, went to gym. Super excited for the first week, went to gym. Excited for the second week, went to gym. Excited, went for a month. Then it was okay, I went to gym for the second month. And after second month, I quit. Now if you see, I don't have great muscles. So can I say gym does not work? Can I say gym does not work? No, I can't say. Why? Because there were so many people who had built fantastic muscular body. Correct, in the same gym. So I can't say it does not work. But here is something. They did not build fantastic body because they did consistently. Because they did consistent and right. It's always about doing it right and consistent. How many of you agree? It's always about doing it right and consistent. Yes? Because I still have some of my friends who go to gym, but looking at them, I really don't feel that they are going to gym, because I don't see a personality change in them or a physical change in them. How many of your friends like that? Where they go to gym, but you're really not able to understand whether they're going to gym. Why? Because it's all about doing it right and consistent. Correct? So why I said that is because once you start your YouTube journey, it's all about doing it right and consistent. So when I say as doing it right, you got to create your channel name in the right way so that it's search optimized. Okay, you got to set up your channel in the right way so that it's SEO friendly. Okay, and next, while you are uploading the videos, you got to consider the factors so that your video also comes in the search. Only if you're doing it in the right way, then you're going to get the results. And you also need to be aware of the tools that are there in YouTube to get boost for your videos. Once you know this, and once after that you start creating consistent videos, you'll be getting the views. So, how many of you have a question? Okay, how frequently should we create videos? How frequently should we create videos? Okay, fantastic. So, you creating weekly 1 or 2 videos is best, I would say. If you have a good amount of time, go for 2 videos. If not, just post 1 video per week. That's sufficient. If you, unless you are a person who is creating videos on daily news or something, okay. So 1 or 2 videos per week is fantastic. Now let's take for an example. Okay, you started creating 1 video per week. Now what happens is by the end of the month you would have created 4 to 5 videos. That means you would have become better at editing, shooting, presenting, and things like that. And by the end of third or fourth month, you would have become a lot more better. What happens after that is when you start doing it right way and consistent way, magic starts to happen like that. And among the videos what you have posted, okay, 1 video starts going viral, and which is going to help your entire channel scale up from maybe 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers to thousands of subscribers. How many of you want to see with example? Yes, fantastic, fantastic. And here is something. Okay, how long should the video be? The video length should be apt for your content. Okay, why I said that is because apt in the sense, if you are preparing a plain rice, it might you might be able to show that in maybe 2 minutes. If you are preparing a biryani, you might have to create a video which is 10 minutes long or something. So it actually depends upon the content which is going to consume the time. But on an average, I would say anywhere between 4 to 10 minutes is a decent time for you to create the videos. 4 to 10 minutes long. Okay. So now let's come to 1 video, the power of 1 video. Let me know once you can see my YouTube screen. So can you see my YouTube screen? Yes or no? Yes, yes. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So let me just give an example of my channel. Okay, so let's say for this foam cutter. So if I just search as foam cutter, so you could see right in the third search, okay, you could see my video. It has 1.1 crore views in 4 years. At this point in time, my channel had maybe around thousands of subscribers. This is one of the video which helped my channel to scale up like anything. Started getting more views, subscribers, and also earnings. Not only this, each and every channel goes through this when they do it in the right way and consistent way. Let me also give some more examples. Okay. Today creations. Okay, so this is one of my students' channel. So if I could show this, you could see 11-month, 22 lakh views. And this is not a very old channel. This was created around a year or so, correct? And that's the beauty of it. 1 video can change the entire statistics. At this point in time, the channel had around, I think, 250 subscribers something. From that, it has moved to 14,000 subscribers. Is it great? Yes, is it great? Fantastic. Now let me show you one more thing, okay? A2 Crafts. Now, again, this is one of my other students. So if you see, this channel was just created 5 months back, and the channel has 44,000 subscribers. Correct? Is it massive? 44,000 in 5 months? It can certainly happen when we do it in the right way and consistent way. So let me just quickly show you the example where that magic happened. So let me just quickly bring that. So if you can see this video, 1 month 15 lakh views for a brand new channel, correct? Which is just around 5 months old. Now that means from at that point in time, this channel had around 500 plus subscribers. From that, it has moved to 41,000 subscribers. Sorry, 44,000 subscribers in a span of a month, because 1 video can affect so much. Because after that, your other videos will also start getting great views. Is that good? How? Again, as I said, do it in the right way and consistent way. Okay. So right now I'm saying about what is the most important thing. Okay. So now let me just bring you back to the presentation. So how many of you want to see a short video from my students so that you can understand how they did it? Less than 40 seconds. Okay, fantastic.
But once I got that one video, the critical video there, I'm getting close to 7,000 views per day right now. This one video, what you talked about, that is the one that is boosting my channel right now. Yeah, I was able to monetize my channel in December 2019. Past 4 months, I have earned close to $800.
Is it fantastic? Earning $800 in 4 months. Is it good? That's a beauty. That means certainly you can also do it. Whether you know how to create a channel or you don't know how to create a channel, you could learn everything in the right way and build a channel. That's the beauty of it. Okay, so let's continue. So, while those were the 3 important strategies for you to build a fantastic channel, there are 3 important myths because of which many people are not creating a channel. How many of you want to know this? 3 most important myths. Okay, fantastic. So here is something. I have camera phobia. So many of them think that they are not comfortable in front of camera. How many of you have this thought that you are not really comfortable in front of camera? Okay, I see a lot of you say that. Okay, so fantastic. I can say I was horrible in front of camera when I initially started. I used to forget the words, and for recording one sentence, I used to take 15 to 20 shots. Not only that, I used to look super conscious as well. The only thing that I started doing was practicing in front of the mirror so that I could understand my body language and facial expression. So that's what helped me. And I'm so happy that in one of the recent events, I was addressing 600 people from the stage. Is it good? Addressing 600 people from the stage right now, and earlier, the same person is struggling to speak in front of camera. Good? Yes, certainly you can also be like that, or much more better than that, because it's a skill that can be learned. You take any person, you take film actors, okay, so probably you can imagine the best actor that you think. Imagine their first movie acting and imagine their movie acting right now. Do you see maturity in them? Yes or no? Do you see maturity? Yes, right? Why? Because they worked on it. They worked on it. That's how each and every person becomes better. Correct? So, and one last thing that I want to say with respect to this. Once you start creating the videos, you got to really feel happy about it. Why? Because there are still 95% of the people who would not be taking an effort to create the video. At least you are a person who is going to create the videos. That's going to help build a fantastic channel. Yes? You're going to do it or not? Fantastic, fantastic. And one more thing that I want you to remember always. By you creating videos, you are going to help lakhs of people. And if you're not going to create the videos, then there is something wrong that you're doing, because a knowledge should be shared so that it helps a lot of people. That's the beauty of it. And with that, let's continue. Yes? Let's continue. And I'm sure one of them other questions that you would be having as well. How many of you have this question? Okay. Should I always be coming in front of camera to be a YouTuber? Is it always required for me to come in front of camera? How many of you have this question? Let me just answer that. Okay. So I see a few of you have this. So it actually depends upon the topic or niche that you are in. Okay. So say for example, okay, if you are creating video on cooking, craft or something, you really don't need to come in front of camera always. You can just show what you are trying to do, and that's enough. But once in a while come in front of camera so that you build your personal brand. But however, if you are an author, coach or a trainer, then it's required for you to come in front of camera so that people can actually see you and learn from you. So it actually depends upon the niche, whether you should be coming in front of camera or not. Yes, fantastic. Now the second one, professional video. Some of them think that, okay, we need to create professional videos for us to be YouTubers. How many of you have this question? How many of you have this question? Okay, I see good amount of people have this. So here is something. When I started my YouTube journey, I started creating videos from my cell phone, and it had only 480 pixels quality. 480 pixels means it never used to come full screen as well. I didn't have a tripod, so the video also used to shake. That's how I started. But still, when I posted the video, people used to like my content. You know why? Because there was value. What matters the most is the value what you are adding. The quality comes later. So certainly you can start creating videos with a cell phone, whatever you have. Or you might be having a point and shoot camera or DSLR. Just start with that. That is required, and that's enough. Okay, unless you are a photographer or a videographer. Okay, so that's about professional videos. And the last one, same content. So this is one of the most frequent question that is being asked. Okay, so how many of you have this question? There are already so many people who have created the content. When I start creating content, will people be watching my videos? Yes. Okay, I see a lot of you have this. So here is something. Okay, let me give you a small example. Let's take for an example of cooking. Okay, so in every city that you are in right now, okay, I'm sure you have food street. Do you have food street in your city? Yes or no? Okay, I see a lot of you have the food street, correct? So when you go to food street, there will be a lot of restaurants that will be there. But I have observed most of the restaurants will be having common food. But still, there is a lot of customers for that. Why? Because maybe in the first shop, maybe people are liking the way the customers are treated. Maybe in the second shop, people are liking the ambience. Maybe in the third shop, people are liking the way the person at the billing is interacting with the customers. It could be for various reasons. But still, each and every restaurant has a business. In the same way, once you start creating content, you'll be still getting views because in the entire world, there could be a same content, but there is not a same person. You are unique, your way of presentation will be unique, and people would be loving the way you are presenting. So make sure you create content in your own way. That's what is going to get your views. Okay, so don't try to copy somebody else the way they do it or something like that. Just try to be yourself. Yes, does this help? Fantastic, 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 awesome. Let's one small thing that I want to say. Okay, so progress is more important than perfection, and perfection should always be a continuous process. So the reason why I say that is because initially when I started creating the video, I used to feel that okay, after recording the video, voice is not good, lighting is not good, my collar is not straight. I had all the reasons to not upload on YouTube. So just don't worry. The way you create your first video, just go ahead and upload it. Why? Because once you take that fast action, you will be able to create content faster. If you start feeling that okay, this is not right, that is not right, then you will not be able to create content. Always make sure progress is more important than perfection, and perfection should always be a continuous process. Yes. See, I see some more. Mamta says the same thing. Didn't upload. I have the same feeling. That's the reason I didn't upload. So don't worry about it. The way you create, just upload. You'll certainly be able to get the results. So again, a short story by one of my student, less than 40 seconds. Yes, fantastic.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohan. Initially, I don't even have thought about I'll become a YouTuber, but fortunately, I have attended the Sriram sir classes, and the way he explained and motivated myself, and I have started a YouTube channel called Lakshmi Designs with help of my wife. And today we are running successfully, and just imagine today we have crossed 95k subscribers, and it's proudly to say I'm a student of Sriram sir, and thanks to Sriram sir.
So the beauty about Mohan is he did not know that he could earn money from YouTube. Correct? And right now he has more than 1 lakh plus subscribers and earning fantastic money. Is that a great thing? For somebody who did not know that they could earn money from YouTube, having more than 1 lakh plus subscribers, correct? That's the beauty of it. So let's continue. That means certainly each and everyone can build a fantastic channel. So here is what the CEO of YouTube says. Okay, India is YouTube's largest and fastest growing audience in the entire world. Make sure you are also part of this wonderful journey. And Entrepreneur website said in 2019 that digital education is the future of learning. Now every day morning, okay, I see at 9:30, my daughter will be sitting in front of laptop and learning. How many of you teachers in this session right now? I see a lot of you, right? Correct? That's how things have been changing. It's all about digital world, correct? So everyone have been learning. So that means you can also create content and help others to learn. So, and say for example, what you don't know about your niche or specialization, just ask this simple question. What are the kind of problems that I could solve? Or what is that my friends really appreciate for me? Once you start questioning about these things, you'll be certainly able to identify what you're really good at, and you'll be able to create the content. Okay, so I see a lot of you are teachers in this. Fantastic, fantastic. So these are some of the awards that we have received for our family, because when I started my YouTube journey, it was not just about me. I wanted to scale up my entire family. So that's how I started with YouTube. I helped my wife to be YouTuber. I helped both of my brothers to be YouTubers. We are all YouTubers right now. Not only that, my mom also creates videos. Is that fantastic? Having the entire family as YouTubers family. Correct? And how many of you want to have these kind of awards at your home? Yes, certainly you can also have it. If we all can do it, certainly you can also do it. Let me tell you, my brothers are not so great with English or something. One of my brother in native, he is a farmer. Still, he is a YouTuber with at least around 1.5 lakh subscribers. My another brother, who is a diploma dropout, where he was not able to clear his diploma. Okay, right now he has more than 2 million subscribers. That's the potential what YouTube has. So make sure, again, you are part of this wonderful journey. So with that, I know there is a different situation that we are facing outside, where there are a lot of business which have been collapsing, and there are some of the business which have been emerging like anything. Correct? Are there some business which have been still making money? Are there business which still make money? Let me know. Yes, fantastic, fantastic. So here is something. Maybe like Amazon Prime, Netflix, they have been earning fantastic money. YouTubers have been earning fantastic money. Why do you think YouTubers have been earning fantastic money during this lockdown? What could be the reason? YouTubers have been getting a lot more earning during this lockdown. Any guess why? Let me understand from you all. Why do you think YouTubers win? Somebody saying no one, no work. That means people are spending a lot more time in the digital platforms, because there's people who are spending almost 6.5 hours on the digital platform. That's the average time spent on the digital world. Correct? So because of that, there is a lot of views people have been getting. So you could see during the lockdown, I have been doing the same thing, but my channel has grown 90% more. So when I took this screenshot, the channel had 8,91,000 subscribers. Right now, it has 9,50,000 subscribers. Correct? That's the beauty of it. And whatever I just shared now, it's not just about YouTube. Once you start your YouTube journey, you can build all the other platforms. You can build your Facebook page. You can earn money from that. You can also build your Instagram followers. You can build multiple platforms. That's the beauty of it. And you can be a fantastic digital influencer. So how many of you want to know my journey, how I started? Yes? Fantastic. So here is something. So I started my YouTube journey back in 2012 with a dream to earn 3 to 5,000 rupees per month, because at that point in time I was struggling a lot financially. So I created my YouTube channel, and for quite some time I started asking all the famous YouTubers and commenting them, please share the secrets to build a fantastic channel. How much could I earn from YouTube? But I was not able to get the response. Maybe I think they were busy with their own work. Correct? And there were so many people who used to comment. I think probably they didn't have time to respond to each and everyone. So after 7 months, there was a magic that happened with my channel. That is, I saw my first $1 that was reflected in my YouTube dashboard. That gave me so much of happiness, not because I earned $1, because I earned the belief that I could earn money from YouTube. So how many of you think belief is more important for us to succeed? How many of you think belief is more important? Yes, correct. If I had not seen this $1, I think probably in a couple of months I would have quit YouTube. That's how that really helped. Now after that, next 2 years was all about trial and errors. I ordered the book from Amazon, Flipkart, whatever it could be. I am a person who doesn't read books, okay? So I started reading the book and I started implementing. Some gave the information, some did not give the information. And again, after a lot of trial and errors, where we got a lot of copyright strikes, our channel was banned for 6 months. My brother's channel, while he was earning decent money. That's what we faced. And after that, I created my next channel, that is A2C Arts and Crafts, in 2015. Within the first 6 months, the channel got $128. Is it good? After doing all the mistakes, okay, within first 6 months, I get $128. At that point in time, that was massive for me. Okay? So I really loved it. I said, if this can help me, it can help a lot more people. So I started helping my family, and let me tell you, people around my home are always YouTubers, because they always learn and they also start their YouTube channel. So wherever I have shifted my home from, there are people who have been YouTubers now. That's the beauty of it. Correct? And how many of you want to know how much I earn from one of my channel. How many of you want to know that? See, the reason why I'm going to share that is not to boost about my earning. This is to make sure that you get the right belief to invest time in building a channel. That's the only reason. Yes? Okay, fantastic. So here is something. So in last 4 years, my channel A2C Arts and Crafts has earned $73,000. In Indian rupees, it is 49 lakh rupees. Per year, it's more than 12 lakh rupees. And per month, it's more than 1 lakh rupees. Is it a good earning for investing 6 to 8 hours per week? Is it good? Investing only 6 to 8 hours per week. Even today, I do not invest more than that. Right? That's good. Now, I'll ask you a simple. Is there any job, even with 10 years of experience, which could get you 1 lakh per earning by you investing 6 to 8 hours per week? Is there any job with 10 years experience by you investing only 6 to 8 hours per week? Can you earn this money? Never. It's not possible. My brother, who is a diploma dropout, as I said, he has a fantastic channel. He earns fantastic money. That's a beauty. Why? Because that's the potential what YouTube has. And this is the earning just from Google AdSense. Right now, I have around, I think, 7 sources of income other than YouTube. That means once you start your YouTube journey, it does not just help you to earn money. It opens the door for abundance. And how many of you in this group want to live a life of abundance? Not worrying about the credit card bills or the EMIs that we need to pay or things like that. Right? That's the life that you can certainly build. And at the same time, you will also be leading a lot more happy life because you will be helping a lot more people with your talent, which could be either helping them to do something very fast, or you might be good at investing, trading, teaching, or gaming, whatever it could be. Certainly you can help them. That's the beauty of it. So this is the information that I wanted to share so that you take the right decision to start your YouTube journey and build a fantastic channel. How many of you want to continue learning from me? How many of you want to continue learning from me? I see a lot of you. Fantastic. If you want to continue learning from me, you can certainly be part of my private community by you being part of my digital course, which has one of the best details on how to build a fantastic channel in just not 3 months, in just 3 days. In 3 days, you would create a channel which more than 95% of the YouTubers would have not created. And if some of you think that, okay, whatever information I have shared right now is enough, and if you want to leave the session right now, you could certainly leave as well. And for people who want to know more, just comment that you want to learn. So certainly I'll be sharing the details so that you can be part of the wonderful community. Yes, fantastic, fantastic. I see a lot of you saying yes. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so before me actually sharing about how you could be part of that, how many of you want to know a little bit about my life, how I grew up, and what are the difficulties that I also had in my life? Yes. Okay, fantastic. So here is something. So this is my super life. So again, whenever I'm stuck, there is one thing that always reminds me. Okay, I think probably I was around 10-year-old. Me and my dad were having a discussion in the farm. My dad looked into my eyes and said, "Do not struggle like me in life. Get good education and lead a fantastic life," is what he said. And I knew all the financial struggle what my dad was going through. So I said to myself, once I get into a job, I'm going to make sure that my parents are never going to worry about money. That's the dream that I had as a kid of 10-year-old. So then my super life started because I got placed into one of the well-known IT companies, Accenture. So a lot of gratitude to the job. If I had not got that job, I'd have been struggling a lot in my life. How many of you know Accenture? How many of you know about Accenture? Fantastic, fantastic. That's the company that I started. So started traveling other countries. Fantastic. It was wonderful life. Though I was leading a fantastic life with respect to job and everything, I had a decent earning, everything. Still, I was going through something called as LOM. I'm sure not many of you would be knowing that. How many of you know what is LOM? Yeah, I see some of you saying you're still going through a financial struggle. Correct, it happens. Correct. It's called as lack of money. Lack of money deficiency. Why I say that is because though I was working in a corporate company, I was still not able to fulfill the needs of my family because there was so much of loan that we had taken for almost 10 years, 10, 15 years. And here is something more bad happened. In 2009, the house that we stayed in our native that collapsed because of the rain. And my parents literally stayed in a cow shed for almost a year. That's the first image what you could see. It's literally a cow shed. It doesn't have the door. They stayed there for 1 year and I was literally helpless. I was literally helpless because I was not able to get the money to construct a house. Then I said, there is something really wrong that I'm doing. So after some time, I was eligible for loan. So I constructed a house on loan. So that's the house that we constructed. Got a bike on loan. Got myself a bike on loan. I started living the life of loan. How many of you really felt happy when you were actually eligible for getting a loan? I felt really happy when I was eligible for loan. I was super excited that I got a loan so that I could construct a house. It happens, right? And here is something. Once I started living a life of loans, I felt there is something wrong that I'm doing because I was still not able to do everything that was required. So I said, okay, I'm super smart. Let me start building 2 websites. I built 2 websites, invested around 50,000 rupees, failed miserably. Or I could say, I learned a lot from the failures. Then that is something that I stuck. By that time, I had started my YouTube channel. I was also earning money. That is why it's also about learning from the right people. So I started learning from Master Coach Satyanarayan VR, Siddharth Rajshekhar, correct, and C.A. Rudramurthy. These are the people who have been legends in their platform because it's all about art of duplicating. Either we can invest a lot of time and learn, or invest little money and learn from the right people. Okay. How many of you think time is more valuable than money? Time is more valuable than money because let me tell you, technology is changing every single day. If you take your own sweet time for 6 months or 1 year to learn, by then everything would have been changed. It's all about speed of implementation. Now I am not saying this so that you enroll into my course. Okay, I'm saying this if you really believe that somebody has achieved success and if you think that's going to help you, just go and enroll. Okay, so because it's small amount whatever you're going to pay, but it's going to get you the great results. Now these are the people which help me to build my other source of income. If I am an author, coach, trainer today, it's because of these people. So a lot of gratitude to these people because of which I've been able to lead abundance life. So here is something. I have a mission to help 1 lakh committed people to be YouTube content creators by December 2021 who are also going to get massive results. And how many of you want to have massive results? Yes? Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. That's what you'll be learning. So here is something I would say. So here is what is covered in the digital course. YouTube Creators Blueprint, which has the complete information on how to build a fantastic channel. Starting from, I would say, simplify the learning process. Now if you ask you a question, okay, was the entire webinar easy for you to understand? Was it easy for you to understand? Or was it difficult? If it was easy for you to understand, then you'll be certainly able to understand from the online course because it has this simplified way so that you can implement faster. Next, you might be a person who don't know anything about YouTube, or you might be a person who already has a YouTube channel, but you might be struggling to get views, subscribers and earning. It helps both of you to build a fantastic channel and earn money. And again, I believe in keeping it the content simple and effective. So that's where in 3 days you build a fantastic channel. Do it the right way so that your channel does not get banned, because you got to understand what is allowed and what is not allowed. You got to understand about copyright, where to get free music, where to get free images. Correct? I see many of them fail in these things. And next, you'll be learning everything about AdSense, how to create AdSense account, how to verify AdSense account, how to enter the bank account details. Everything will be covered till you get money into your bank account. And how many of you can invest 2 to 3 hours per day to learn? How many of you can invest 2 to 3 hours per day? Okay, fantastic.